What's up, y'all? I'm Jonathan Stein. Today we're going to be talking about some Ableton Live production techniques. You know, pretty much one of my favorite things in the world. So we're going to be talking about drum bus today. Now, a lot of y'all probably already know about drum bus. Drum bus is not new. It came out with Live 10, I believe, in 2017. But just in case you haven't played with it yet, you're going to know everything about it after this video. And if you do already know about it, hopefully at least you know something new. So, we're going to take a look at drum bus with two different applications. The first one is with program drums and then with live drums. So these program drums I actually just pulled from my track Upgrade, which I released in October, I think on Halloween. And we've got a drum bus on them. I'm just going to show without the drum bus. Cool, trap vibes. So I'm going to turn drum bus on. And the first thing is an input drive. Now the first thing that happens when you turn drum bus on is it actually takes away the super lows of your drums and instantly kind of makes it more punchy and kind of upper lows. So depending on what you're going for your drums, that could really hit the spot. And by the way, drum bus is not the end-all solution. I do not use it on every track. I actually didn't use it on these drums, but I'm just showing you what drum bus really excels at, which is definitely a vibe. So the first thing is just boosting the input drive. And there's three different types of clipping here. There's soft clip, medium clip, and hard clip. Soft is obviously the most gentle. It's pushing it into a sine wave all the way to a square wave. And you could definitely blow it out, but you just find the sweet spot in the middle. A little harder. This is just taking the gain down. And this right here is an instant 4-to-1 compression. So yeah, you can see right off the bat, it really brought up the presence of the kind of more background drums like the hats and all that kind of stuff. We'll keep it on for now. Crunch is kind of a high frequency exciter. It's basically just distortion. It gets the kind of upper mids going, gives it more char. I like to think that is char. Damp, that's just a low cut. Goes all the way down to 500 hertz and has a very soft slope, so it's really good at just darkening your drums without them sounding super filtered and overtly low cut. Boom is really cool. Boom takes your kick signal and adds extra resonance to the frequency of your choice. So you see the kick right now, its low end is not maxed. That's what this meter is here. It's basically showing you how much room you have until your low end is normalized, which you definitely want, because why not, right? So you add boom, and it will start to add resonance up there. You can see it's already added quite a bit. Now these drums really don't have much 30 hertz. That's really low. It's at the bottom. But if I go up, now we're talking. That's what it's got. It's usually good to find the actual resonance of the kick and then just enhance that. So if I put a spectrum on here, easy. Let's take a quick look. Okay, yeah. And it might be because of the drum bus, but it seems like there's a big one at 60 hertz. Let's just quickly take it off and see. Okay, there's two. There's this one at 60, and then the main one is actually in the upper 90s. So let's try that option too. Yeah, you could go all the way up to 90 where it just sounds like a basketball basically, which is also really cool, and that definitely hits the spot. And then you could add decay to the low end, make it boomy, like an 808 basically. Yeah, change the pitch. This shows you the note. If you click here, it just makes the note in tune. This here will just isolate what the low boost is doing. That's good to do and gets you reference. Okay, and last but not least, my favorite thing about drum bus, the transient designer. So you could take it anywhere from super tight. And in this case, on program drums where you already have so much control of really every aspect of every drum, in this case, it's kind of just pulling back the quieter stuff like the percussion and hats, and then the main drums like the snare and kick are cutting through. But it definitely gives it a tightness and a cleanness. Or the opposite, where everything is kind of just smushed and smeared out. more sustained. Just really intense, basically. So yeah, that's drum bus on program drums, but now I'm going to show you drum bus on live drums, and I think on live drums is one of my favorite applications for it. That's where it really, really shines and does its thing. So I got this drum break in here. Putting drum bus on with the default setting really doesn't do much, so we're going to take the drive. Nice. Already nice and fluffy. Even if I weren't to do that, I could turn the compression on. That's kind of doing a nice thing to the, well, it's affecting the transient for sure, but bringing up the signal of the quieter drums. We could probably get a little more low end. There it is. Yeah, I like it somewhere down here. Crunch, why not? Might as well add some drive. And here we go. This is the best thing about drum bus on live drums. Check out how good changing the transient sounds. Yeah. Listen to that. Listen how tight that is. Amazing. And then the opposite. Straight up John Bonham vibes. Super roomy. All the super quiet signals of the mic, of the back of the room, are pushed all the way up to the front of the main drums. Back tight. Back to loose. Back to tight. Back to loose. Back to the middle. Boom. There you go. That's drum bus. Pretty much everything I know about doing with it. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. I'm going to have this project file up in there for you to check out. Much love to y'all. Stay Swiss. I will see you soon.